Hi everyone, I wanted to do a quick update to let you know what has been the status of everything within long COVID and vestibular issues. I wanted to make a quick update before the 2 year mark to kind of let you know what has been going on and what kind of things I've done since the last update. So the last update I believe was the 18-month mark, and I had been doing quite well. In fact, I felt very confident in terms of all the work that I had done up to then and the treatments that I had followed. And then, of course, COVID comes back when you least expect it. So, around the 19th month mark, so a month later, I did go ahead and get reinfected with COVID. It would be my second infection. It was a lot milder than I thought it would be. I was still surprised though, however, because I did get tested to see where my antibodies were, my levels were at the time, and I thought they were pretty high. And for some reason or another, I still tested positive. The second infection was quite milder than the first one, and it really put in perspective for me how much more intense the first infection was. Throughout all of this, I kept thinking, they kept telling me that my infection was in fact very mild because I did not go, into being hospitalized, intubated, etc. However, I would say obviously that's the extreme infections, and obviously that's people do go through some of those very challenging infections. However, I would say for me, looking back now, I would say mine was very moderate in terms of the symptoms that I did feel the first time around. So, kind of put it in perspective with the second round, it almost really felt like a cold, very cold like symptoms. I would not say it was even flu like symptoms, very mild in terms of the acute infection. However, I did experience an increase of vestibular symptoms with that infection. I did find that I did get vestibular symptoms in terms of the overall instability of my eyesight. Kind of came back a little bit of the snow like effect on the vision, what came back as well. In terms of nystagmus, I did have that as well. VPV came back a couple of weeks later. I did have a sort of attack, and then obviously it was a vestibular attack, and then it went through, and it just kind of flared everything up. I did have a little bit of dysautonomia flare up in terms of just the heart palpitations, chest pain, shortness of breath, overall like malaise, just feeling kind of off or sick. I did also have increased skin issues that came back, a lot of dermatological issues, dermatitis, eczema came back, a lot of my scalp issues with like the dry skin, dandruff kind of issues came back. I did not lose hair this time around, so that was nice. But I would say for the almost 100 days following the second infection, it was definitely an increase of symptoms. It was not as increased of in symptoms as the first round, but I would say I did have an increase of symptoms for sure. And it's taken me that long to finally kind of recoup myself. I had to go back to physical therapy because obviously joint pain became an issue, my neck became an issue again, and just a little bit of a setback. I would say overall, I probably went back 6 months. So, going back to the 18th month mark, which was the last time I made an update, to where I am now, I think I'm back to the 18 months. I think that it kind of, that last 6 months prior, it kind of became a wash in terms of going forward. So obviously, as I come into a new year and coming close to the second year mark of this, I can see obviously the amount of progress that I have done, and obviously I'm doing quite better. But obviously, I am understanding that I did go back in terms of challenges and trying to recoup some of that time because COVID took it away. Yeah, so my skin issues came back. As you can tell, I did get somewhat of a treatment here. So um, I'm rocking some of my treatment on my face. A lot of skin issues have popped out here and there, and I think that's just kind of going with the flow at this point. I did decide to go into an SSRI, so the terms of the vestibular issues did come to a point where I just felt like I had done so much work for the past 18 months on my own that I just needed aid to help me through some of those challenges with the second infection. So Lexapro has been something that I'm had started. I haven't really had any uh, unforeseen side effects. In fact, I was quite pleased with some of the side effects. I have noticed that I've gained some weight, not significantly, but enough for me to notice it. So I have been working with a nutritionist even prior to my start of the SSRI to kind of manage some of my symptoms as well as some of the allergic reactions now that I have due to all the migraines and vestibular issues. So I'm continuing to kind of have a very anti-inflammatory diet, really taking out all the processed sugars, processed flours, any processed food. I'm really good at trying to minimize those, and obviously hydration becoming a priority in my life. I would say that I'm quite pleased with all the treatments that I have been going forth and I have received so far. But I will say it is very challenging mentally, both mentally and physically, but mostly mentally regarding the setbacks that you receive with subsequent infections. And I just wanted to share some good outcomes and good thoughts for the new year as holiday season comes again towards us. Take some time to just be thankful for your body is trying to heal itself every day, and it's working extra hard to do so. And it's a matter of time. And even though your body may not, my body may not be 100% anytime soon, I will make it through some of the darkness times. I did make it through some of those very difficult moments, and I can tell you that as of right now, I'm doing quite well, and I'm trying to just see a little bit more of the positive side of all this. So I wanted to give you a quick update and wish you all a happy holiday season and a happy new year. Bye, everyone.